What's going on, YouTube? Chad back here with you with another video on how to fly acro. And it's been about a week since the last video, and the weather here in Ohio has just been awesome. I've got in a good 40 to 50 packs over multiple days of flying, and things are getting a lot better. I'm definitely feeling a lot more confident. I've been practicing some moves. I'm going to put a link in the video here to show you some stuff that you might want to practice with, and give you a couple more tips that and some kind of realizations that I've came to that have kind of helped me get things going a little smoother. I've even flown in front of some people, which is kind of unnerving the first couple times you do it. When you're new at like a club or with some new people that really don't know what your skills are and what you're capable of doing. So I passed that test pretty good. So let's see. I did cheat a little bit, and I have been practicing. Well, not even practicing, but just flying a little bit in angle mode, but line of sight. Being at the flying field, a lot of the guys there they're just, I don't know, they're just gifted. They are great. They're flying their quads around line of sight, but they're all flying in like a horizon mode. Most of them got CC3Ds, so they're flying in Ratitude. So they'll fly around nice and auto level, and they'll do a couple flips, and yay, they're happy and everything else, and that's pretty cool. Well, you can't. I can't fly acro mode in line of sight. There's just no way. I mean, it's tough. I just don't see how people could do that. So I did a little bit of that just so I could enjoy flying with them and not be behind the goggles. As far as some things that I've learned, as far as I've made some switches to my equipment. Most importantly with the Vortex, I was doing a lot of changes to my RC rates and everything that we went over in the last video, and I kind of noticed that, well, let me check out some of these other Pro Tunes and see exactly what's going on. So I went through all of them, and I got to Tommy, oh my God's profile. I think it's number 12, which is for the 5x4x3 props, and I noticed that, hey, it's pretty much what I was taking number 1 Boris B's to. So I've been flying under that profile, and I think it's great. I added a little bit more of Expo. I think he starts his at 70. I think I moved it up to 75. But I'm still using just tiny stick movements. That's one thing I learned about acro mode, is just tiny little stick movements is all you need, except for whenever you go to initiate your tricks. So think about that when you're doing your laps or your proximity or whatever, is that, everything, if you want to correct, you just need a little bit of back or a little bit of front or a little bit of left or right. Just, you don't have to jam those and hit those sticks like crazy like I was doing. So I want to go over the other thing that I did is I did switch to my Lumineer 10-inch monitor with diversity, just because I have the output going into my goggles. So basically, I find it easier to take off and land on the monitor than with goggles. That way I can keep an eye on the quad a little bit. To me, it just feels a little bit safer being around all the people and their expensive toys out there. So other than that, practicing some tricks and getting a little bit better. We'll cut to some footage here, and I'll do some annotate some voiceovers and show you exactly what I've been learning and doing. Be right back. Alright, so here we go. I'm taking off in angle mode. Look at the sky. My camera is tilted upwards, so you see more sky than you do ground. And I'm about to flip in to acro, and you'll see there will be more ground than sky, and I'm moving forward, and that is what the epiphany is, and what makes sense is that my camera is pointed up at like a 20-30 degree angle, So if I'm seeing more sky than ground in acro mode, I'm either not moving or I'm going backwards. If I'm seeing more ground than sky, then that means that I'm going forwards. And the more ground you see, the faster you're going. Not necessarily, it doesn't mean that you're going down faster. So that's just something to think about next time you're out flying. So here I am, just kind of some of my flight footage. And what I did this week, since I was getting pretty well at just getting around in acro mode, is I wanted some actual tricks to practice. So I went to the Drone Racing League Trick Wiki, where they have links to tricks that people do, videos, and descriptions on how to do those. So I've been practicing a couple of them. Big loops, dives, the reach around where you do that hard yaw and then a roll. And some of them turned out good, some of them don't, but I'm still learning. Like I said, one crash out of about 40 or 50 packs that I've had since the last repair of the Vortex, I'll take that. So until next time, guys, like, subscribe, and put out any other tips that you have out there for any of us. Thanks a lot, and peace.